Welcome to MyDraft, an agile cloud-based platform meant to design and run data-oriented, rich web applications. MyDraft does not require technical skills and empowers designers, business analysts, power users, and coders to design and change their own app in minutes. Quick build and change are the keywords for this demonstration, so let's create a free trial account. As a designer, you get two projects shown on the left. The first one is an example. Hit the Run button to execute the app in a separate tab. You can see and interact with the app just like an end user. The app itself has three tabs. The first one displays the welcome information, introducing a simple agile task management system. The last tab lets you manage the workers, and the second tab shows the task allocated to workers, Tom and Jerry here, and grouped by iteration, IT1 and IT2. The first iteration has 2 tasks, and the second one has a task. Rich web components allow end users to manage data. Every change you make here, for instance this one, is traced, and the end user can travel in time to retrieve previous local values for an object here from Tom to Jerry, and even global state of the database as an automatic collaboration feature for every app you build. As you can see here, when you go back from versions, retrieves the previous state of the whole system. Now let's go back to the present and take a look of the system in the design mode. Any project has mainly a data object model and some graphic user interface definition. That's all. The GUI is defined using Fragment as multi-tabs, composites, grids, templates, forms, and so on to display data. Here we have iteration, task, and worker. These data types are defined as classes in the domain model using attributes and even instances and operation. You can also display the class diagram. Let's define a new attribute for the iteration class in order to schedule it. Date. Then run again the application. This will add a new column in the iteration grid with a nice little picker editor for a date. Well, that was a simple command change. Now let's try a more complex requirement evolution. And imagine iteration also need both designated workers and estimation, just like tasks. So instead of adding 2 more attributes, let's change the superclass of the iteration and choose task. But before we do that, please note that at this point in time we have 2 iteration, IT1 and IT2, and 10 tasks. So let's just remember the moment with a tag. So let's change the superclass for iteration. Well, this will have important consequences. As you can see, we still have 2 iterations, but how many tasks? You guess it, 12, the previous 10 tasks plus the couple of iterations that became task 2. Let's run again the application and take a look at the iteration grid. As you can expect, there are more columns: worker, estimate, but also iteration, because any task has an iteration parent. Finally, when you need to add a new task and click the plus button, the system will ask you to choose which kind of task you need, a simple one or an iteration, which is also a kind of task now. Now let's refresh the class diagram and see the diagram with the model and classes. Well, the model evolved, and that was a quick change management, maybe too quick. And sometimes we need to step back and understand what happens. So let's go back in time to the tag spatial moment we have here and refresh again. As you can see, there was no inheritance between iteration and task. Therefore, there was only 10 tasks. And if you run again the project, you can see that in the iteration grid, there was no worker or estimate or other iteration parent column. But don't panic, you didn't lose your changes. So you can go back to present again. Run the project and see that everything you build is still there. And that was the quick change illustration in MyDraft. Thank you for your attention and see you soon in the cloud. Bye-bye.